The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Saint Mark.
Glory to you, O Lord.
The chief priest and the scribes and the elders sent to Jesus some Pharisees and some Herodians to catch him out in what he said. These came and said to him, Master, we know you are an honest man, that you are not afraid of anyone, because a man's rank means nothing to you, and that you teach the way of God in all honesty. Is it permissible to pay taxes to Caesar or not? Should we pay? Yes or no? Seeing through their hypocrisy, he said to them, Why do you set this trap for me? Hand me a denarius and let me see it. They handed him one and said, he said, Whose head is this? Whose name? Caesar's, they told him. Jesus said to them, Give back to Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God. This reply took them completely by surprise. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Please be seated. Praise the Lord. My dear brothers and sisters, in today's Gospel we just read a beautiful passage of the Bible, which we may have heard it many times. What belongs to Caesar, give it to Caesar. What belongs to God, give it to God. We normally interpret it as, okay, the taxes we have to pay for our countries, that is, God is supporting it and all those things. But more than that, it's true God supports those things, but at the same time, more than that, there are so many hidden meanings for this passage. So that is what we are going to see in today's this homily. So let us take this passage and read it one by one. Gospel of Mark chapter 12 verse 13 onwards. Gospel of Mark chapter 12 verse 13 onwards. Let's read this passage. So one day some people came to Jesus because they wanted to trap him. We read, Then they sent to him some Pharisees and some Herodians to trap him in what he said. So they wanted to trap Jesus. They are waiting to trap him. Always remember, if you are standing for Christ, standing for God, there will be people around you to trap you. So that is part of your Christian way of life. If you want to lead a Christian way of life and selfless life, there will be people around you to trap you. Do not worry. There will be people around you unnecessarily getting angry at you, unnecessarily hating you, unnecessarily attacking you. And you must be wondering why these people are after me, why these people are attacking me. So don't worry, it is because you stand for Christ. So verse 14, we read like this. Verse 14, and they came and said to him, Teacher, we know that you are sincere and show deference to no one. For you do not regard people with partiality, but teach the way of God in accordance with the truth. See, these people, they are highly praising Jesus. When someone is unnecessarily praising you, be very careful, there is a trap behind it. So, these people, they are giving unnecessary praising. Normally, the human beings likes praising, appreciation, praising. We love those people who appreciate always. But we don't like those who correct us. Those who tell us, okay, what is right and wrong, exactly as it is. We don't like it. We don't like them. But in fact, they are the ones who are loving you. They are the ones who are helping you. But if someone is there always telling you, you're fantastic, you're fabulous, you're fantabulous, and you are supersonic, and you are like this, you are like that, and then you will be so excited, and then we will be so happy, and we'll make friends. We will ask, what is your mobile number? So we will collect their mobile number, and we'll make sure that we will keep in touch, especially when we feel low. Just call them and say, how are you? And then the rest they will take care. So this is how many people handle their emotional imbalance. So my dear brothers and sisters, that's not the way the Lord wants us to be growing. So God says, if someone is appreciating you, exalting you unnecessarily, we have to be very careful, because there is a trap behind it. There is something they want. There is something they want to satisfy themselves. It's not for that they want you to be happy and all. So we have to be very careful. Jesus knew this. Jesus never accepted any appreciation, especially from wrong people. That is why every time when evil possessed man happened to see Jesus, instantly the evil possessed man used to say, Jesus, Son of the Most High God, you are the living God, you are the Son of the Most High God. Then Jesus used to tell them, keep quiet and get out. And instantly the devil used to come out. So sometimes if somebody is praising you unnecessarily, at least in your mind you should say this, keep quiet, let the spirit come out. Because this unnecessary praise, we don't deserve it. Because all good things comes from God. It's not us. So we need not be praised for that. We need not be appreciated for that. Because all the good things that we do, it is from God. It's not mine. It is not I who is doing the good thing. If I am doing good thing, it's God. If I am preaching every day, if I am doing this live streaming every day, with my human capacity, it is impossible. And many a time I feel like stopping it. I feel like getting some rest and some holidays. But it is the Lord who is instigating, controlling and leading me to do this live streaming every day. So my dear brothers and sisters, therefore all appreciation should go to Jesus. Every goodness comes from Him. Therefore all appreciation, praises, everything should go to Jesus. There are people, I have seen people saying, Father, nobody appreciates me. That means you are asking for something which is deserved and reserved only to God. Who are we to steal what deserved to God, what reserved to God? We are not supposed to steal what belongs to God. We are supposed to take what belongs to us. What is that? All humiliation, suffering, crisis, struggle. You know, when Jesus was here on earth, what did He get? He didn't get any appreciation. He was given humiliation, insult, trap, in abuses and all kinds of negativities. And Jesus had no complaint. Jesus never told the leaders and high priest and other people and said, I am the Messiah who came to save the whole humanity. I am the promised Messiah, but you did not recognize me. Therefore, you all will go to hell. Jesus didn't say that. He didn't wait for appreciations, but He said the Son of Man will be crucified. Son of Man will be attacked, wounded, persecuted, and flogged, and tortured, and crucified. But on the third day, my Father will raise me up. So this is what Jesus said. Therefore, here these people who came and started speaking some sweety, honey words and said, Teacher, we know that you are sincere and show difference to no one. You are impartial. For you do not regard people with partiality. You don't show any partiality. But you teach the way of God in accordance with truth. Then they put their trap. What is that trap? Is it lawful to pay taxes to the emperor or not? You know, there is very cunning, crooked, shrewd question. Because if Jesus say, it is not, you should not pay the tax, then He is conspiring against the emperor, Roman emperor, sedition against the Roman emperor. It will be a big crime, which Jesus doesn't want to do. Therefore, if Jesus said, don't pay the tax, it will be a big scandal and big sedition, and he will be in big trouble. And it is easy for the Roman soldiers to come and catch him and put him behind the bars and if possible kill him. So it was very easy. And then Jesus would have died unnecessarily for small things. So Jesus had got a higher aim. So the question is it lawful to pay the taxes? Yes or no? If Jesus say yes, if Jesus said no, it will be a big problem from the Roman government. If He says yes, okay, you should pay the tax, then there will be another problem. Because the Jewish people are against Romans, especially the taxes. And they hate the tax collectors. The tax collectors are considered as outcast. They are out of their community. Tax collectors are considered as the worst sinners. So if Jesus says you should pay the tax, then there is a problem. Jesus is also supporting the tax collectors. That means He is joining in the sin of the tax collectors. So that will be another problem. So that is why this question is a big trap. In one way, Romans will attack. If he said no or yes, then the Jewish will attack. So, attack is for sure. Then, what did Jesus say? It was a very brilliant question, but to a wrong person. So, we read like this: should we pay them or should we not? But knowing their hypocrisy, though they were praising Jesus so much, Jesus knew they are hypocrites. So, why are you putting me to the test? Bring me a denarius and let me see it. So Jesus knew they are trapping him. Then Jesus said, why are you putting me to the test? Bring me a denarius and let me see it. Now, there are so many different coins in Palestine those days. And some of those Palestine during the time of Jesus, some of those coins which was used during the time of Jesus are already excavated and is available even today. And one denarius which was used those days in Palestine had a graven image of the Emperor Tiberius. There are three, and the Emperor Tiberius, and his image is graven on this coin, and around the coin his profile is written down. It is written Caesar Tiberius, the son of divine Augustus Emperor. So that is what is written around it. What does it mean? Caesar Tiberius is the son of divine Augustus. Who is divine Augustus? Because his father's name is Augustus, his name is Tiberius, and his grandfather is Julius Caesar. So Julius Caesar and Augustus Caesar, both of them are considered as gods. So Romans used to, they address themselves as God himself. Julius Caesar claimed that he is God. Augustus Caesar also claimed that he is God. Tiberius, he did not claim that he is God, but he claimed that he is son of God, because he is son of Augustus. Therefore, he wrote around the coin, in the center, the graven picture image of Tiberius, and around the coin it is written Caesar Tiberius, son of divine Augustus. So this is the coin which they had. And then Jesus was given this coin. And then what did Jesus say? Jesus got the coin and he looked at this coin and showed the coin to everyone and said, what did Jesus say? Verse 16. And they brought one. Then he said to them, whose head is this? And whose title? So in fact, the original text in the Greek Bible, it is written, whose likeness and inscription is this? So that is missing in this passage, but in the original text, it is written down, whose likeness and the inscription is this on this image. Then they said, it is emperors, the Caesars. Caesar means emperors. So this is emperors. Verse 17. Verse 17 we read like this. Jesus said to them, give to the emperor the things that are the emperors, and to God the things that are God's. What does it mean? Because when he showed the image and likeness of the Caesars, Jesus asked whose likeness it is. Then they said it is emperor's likeness. Now, and immediately he said, what belongs to the emperor, give to emperor. What belongs to God, give it to God. What does it mean? In the Old Testament, in the book of Genesis, when God created human beings, the human beings are created in the likeness of God. But this coin is created in the likeness of the emperor. Now Jesus says, whose likeness is this? Then they said it is emperors. Whose likenesses you are? That is already understood because they all know Old Testament. That it belongs to God. Therefore, Jesus was telling them, this money, it is the likeness of the Emperor Caesar. Therefore, it is his image. That belongs to him. But you are the likeness of God the Father. Therefore, you belong to God. And therefore, Jesus said, what belongs to Caesar, give it to Caesar. What belongs to God, give it to God. That means, give your money to the Caesar, but give your life to God. That's all in short. And that was something they were shocked. Here, he is not touching about the taxes, the legal aspects of it, but he is speaking the theological aspect of it. The likeness. So what is the likeness of the emperor? One just coin. But what is the likeness of God? Human beings. Therefore, who is more important? These lesser important things, give it to that emperor. The most important is your life, your personal life. It should be given to God. And this was shocking for everyone. And that is why they were amazed. Verse 17 we read like the 18 we read like this. And they were utterly amazed. Okay, 17. So they were utterly amazed and they disappeared. My dear brothers and sisters, this is something that we all need to remember. We need to, all what is money and all those things just is of worldly people. It belongs to the king. It belongs to the world. But your life, it belongs to God. For money, don't spoil your life. For money and fame and name, don't desecrate your life. Because you are image and likeness of God. Those are image and likeness of the governments or Reserve Bank or someone else. Maybe the graven image of the king or presidents or prime ministers or kings or queens or somebody. But it is their likeness. Let it go to them. But your life is the likeness of God. It should go to God. Therefore, examine our conscience and see, do we sacrifice our life for money and power? That is the wrong way of dealing with our life situation. Our life belongs to God. Money may belong to other people. Don't spoil your beautiful life which God has given for the money, for the power of this world, for the likeness of the worldly people. But give your life to God. This is exactly what Jesus spoke very clearly on that day when he was questioned and trapped by these wrong people. And in fact, they came to a wrong person and they got correct answer for them to meditate all throughout their life. My dear brothers and sisters, let us examine our conscience and see, what are we giving more important, money or our body, our life? Our life is the likeness of God. Money is the likeness of our emperor. Let it go to them, but our body, our life should go to God, because we are the image and likeness of God. Let's close our eyes and pray.